firstly, I would like to thank Sri Narayan Guru Dharma Prachara Sabha for organizing this extraordinary event about Sri Narayan Guruji. And Satyabhama Garu, మా నాన్నగారు దేవేందర్ గౌడ్ గారు వారు కేరళకి వెళ్ళి వారితో పాటు నారాయణ గురు సంస్థలకి సంబంధించినటువంటి అటు నారాయణ గురు గారి మఠ్ కానివ్వండి, అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి బడులు కానివ్వండి, అన్నిటినీ కూడా పర్యటించి చూపించి నారాయణ గురు గారి గురించి ఎన్నో విషయాలను తెలుసుకునేటువంటి అవకాశం కల్పించినారు. మరి నారాయణ గురు ట్రస్ట్ వారికి మనస్ఫూర్తిగా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తా ఉన్నాను. Sri Narayan Guru Garu, I think when we talk about religion, there are so many elements in a religion. Not one, not two. There are so many elements in a religion. It is a process of belief. Sometimes we feel, are we believing the right thing? Sometimes we feel, should we even believe in something? So every person, every individual has a different understanding of a religion that they are following. But eventually everything boils down to the belief. So Narayan Guruji, I think he understood the concept of this belief, and he understood to get the true potential out of people. I think it is very, very important that everybody follow in a line and they get their belief on a positive note rather than a negative note, because he was at a time in history where caste was a major issue. Caste-based discrimination was a major issue in every state, not just in Kerala, but in every state across the nation. Caste was a major issue, and at that time there were some major revolutions happening. New religions have entered the nation, and new ideologies have entered the nation. And based on those ideologies, it's like there is a saying, grass is always green on the opposite side. So like when we look at ours, we are like, oh, we have so many problems in our religion. So, but their religion looks so good. Their religion looks so positive. So why don't we just transfer to that religion? Why don't we convert to that other religion? So that is the people of India, people of Bharat, were going through that turmoil at that time. And at that time, Narayan Guruji, I think he saw that, he understood that. See, the problem is not with the religion itself. It is just the path that we are following. So there are hurdles in the path, yes. Not only in our Sanatana Dharma or in Islam or in Christianity. There are hurdles in every religion. So every religion has some pros and some cons. So let us not take the cowardest path of moving from one religion to other religion, because we cannot clear the path in our own religion. So with that understanding, Narayan Guruji, in a very, 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 I would say at that time, a very strategic path, a strategic direction he has taken, saying that let us not focus on rituals that are around the religion, but let us focus on the core belief. So we believe in God, so let us believe in that one God, and let us believe in a society that is casteless. Let us believe in equality. And through that, I feel so glad that Narayan Guruji had done that, because it was at a point in juncture where lakhs of people were ready to convert into one or the other religion. And I think at that time, Mahatma Gandhi ji also visited Narayan Guruji. And he also wanted to understand how to resolve this problem. Both sides. There is on one side there is the problem of caste, on the other side there is the problem of conversion. And both problems have to be resolved for our nation to grow, because we were pre-independent India at that time. And if we do want independence and once we do get independence, in what direction do we take? in what way do we go? How do we protect our Bharatiya Tattva? How do we protect that? And at the same time, how do we make sure that every person in our dear nation, who is part of the Bharat, also grows with us, also gets equal opportunity? Let that be a man, let that be a woman, let that be a child, anybody who is growing, who's in the nation. How do we make sure that each and every person grows with us, grows with each other? And the only way that they understood is through equality, and that equality can be achieved if we can create an understanding of religion, and not just by transferring from one religion to another. And I think Narayan Guruji tried to persuade every person at that time, please do not convert. And at the same time, he also tried to convince the other religions, please do not try to convert one religion to other. Let us not show that my religion is better than yours or your religion is better than mine. Let us not go to a point where we are comparing religions, because this religion it cannot be compared. It is not something that you can say mine is better than yours, or it is not something like it's not like you can hold 3 apples and say my apple is better than your apple. No, it is like every apple has its in. One apple is probably very crisp, the other apple is probably very sweet. So every apple has a different texture, different flavor, and it has its own thing. So it all depends on the person who is consuming that apple. What kind of apple does he like? So Narayan Guruji wanted that to evolve, and based on that, he wanted religion to evolve, and I think he successfully did that. And due to that, I think lot of people were able to were able to come out of the injustices. They were able to come out confidently, saying that we are also equally responsible in this society. We also want equal responsibility in this society, and we will equally contribute to the society. And the best way to achieve this, as per Narayan Guruji, was through education. So he did an extraordinary movement wherein he wanted to promote education as much as possible, and in a very scientific way he joined education and belief, religious belief, and he promoted education. And through that, today we see thousands of people, not thousands but lakhs of children who have graduated from schools that were promoted by Narayan Guruji, who have graduated with the thought process of Narayan Guruji, who have graduated with the understanding of what Narayan Guruji has taught us. And today we can see them in doing a lot of successful things in life. And I believe this is what Narayan Guruji wanted, and this is a philosophy that I think we have to take to each and every corner of our nation, because both are important. On one side, our religious beliefs, education is important. On the other side, our culture, our Bharatiya Tattvam, these are also important, and it is very important for us to make sure that both are there in our nation. If you see, Narayan Guruji has never left, we see he has taken sannyasam, he has become a Guruji, but he has still, when you look at him, it is very much Bharatiya Tattvam can be seen in his face in a glow, glowing out of him. So that is what we have to keep with us. Our own identity, the Bharatiya identity has to be kept with us very, very carefully, and we should not get misplaced we should not lose our path in this direction, and not get into unnecessary arguments here and there. And let us be very positively, let us take this movement forward, and in whatever way I can be of assistance for this. My father, Sri T. Devendra Gaud Garu, he is a staunch follower of Sri Narayan Guruji. He has been to Kerala, and he is also a very big promoter of Narayan Guruji's philosophy, and I feel honored to, as a matter of fact, he was supposed to be here, but due to health reasons, he is not here. And I feel honored that I am able to speak on such an extraordinary platform with such extraordinary minds in front of me. And I got this opportunity to speak to you, to talk to you about this. And I really thank the organization, Sri Narayan Guru Dharma Prachara Sabha, for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much. Namaskaram. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.